Welcome back to another episode of Goblin-Sighting D&D. I am your DM. These are my adventurers. When last we left the Children of Neverwinter, they had finished a series of wrap-up adventures from the blow they dealt to the Cult of Talos, with the Festival of the Moon, with the lizard folk, warding off and destroying a pair of Yuan Ti intent on destroying the eggs that they were hatching in the festival. The Feast of the Moon, which was the Night of Memorial, and then a long winter, which we will likely deal with financially after the session tonight, with regards to payments and payout. So, as we enter the 16th of Ches, I believe we were in.
I'm looking.
My calendar says Ches, and I believe we were 13th? 13th of Ches? 16th of Ches?
Right.
I believe we're in either 13th or the 16th of Ches. We will just come down on 13th of Ches for now.
16th.
16th of Ches. We come to another day in Leilon, as you guys arrive at the Umber Hulk Shell Inn. First, as you arrive in Leilon, the half-finished palisade of Leilon will soon make a complete semicircle on the northeast side of the town, defended by an earthen rampart. As you look around to the southeast, new settlers attempt to build docks for barges made to cross the marsh and meet merchant ships in the sea. Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, right.
Outside of town, the settlers' campground becomes ever smaller as new buildings made of wood or stone, with thatched roofs, are erected in Leilon's muddy streets. At the center of all, the new house of Thalavar, a cylindrical wizard tower, rises like a beacon, 4 times the height of every other building. Some lots still lie in ruins, but the settlers work quickly, clearing and reconstructing. So, visitors with coin to spend are welcome in Leilon, and adventurers are the settlers' favorites. While there is much work to be done within the town, there are also missions to accomplish outside the settlement listed on the job board at the fishery.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm just going to
I'll post my resume.
Right.
remind us of Aubrey's Peculiarities shop.
Yes.
The barge yard, where you can buy rent a barge for a 10-day for 10 gold pieces. The fishery.
Getting on
He has become a more permanent structure. The House of Thalavar contains Galio Elbro, which is that mage who we were working with last
What's
year
his name?
at this point. Galio Elbro. Elbro, excuse me. Jeez Louise.
First, yes, it's a little bit familiar.
Yeah, he came to Neverwinter to
That's
find and
right.
unlock the secrets of the House of Thalavar.
Right.
He has the Legend Lore spell, which he will cast for 400 gold pieces.
What is that?
It's essentially a spell that you name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. Lore may consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is.
How much did you say?
400 gold pieces.
Wow.
Well, it costs incense worth at least 200, which the spell consumes.
Ah, sure.
So,
I try and do spells that don't require things.
yeah. Then there's Idle Island, obviously.
Yes.
The Shrine of Lathander. Torver's Post, which is a new feature in town, which is basically it's a general store. Jack Torver is a new member of the Leilon Council.
Oh, that's right.
The town square now features basically a bazaar, or souk, kind of a feel to it. There's temporary stalls set up, blankets spread on the ground, places where you can buy things. Mostly, there's one place that does sell, one pretty semi-itinerant vendor does sell herbal mixtures, such as alertness draught, antiparalytic, antipathogen, antitoxin, clear breath, eye black, healer's kit, incense, insect repellent, journey bread, nightlight, and sunscreen.
Oh,
Yeah.
very thorough.
Yes.
So it sounds like a little bit like a sort of an apothecary kind of
a
thing-ish.
bit. It's about as close as they're going to come to an apothecary at this point.
Right, exactly.
Except that, well, sort of.
That they will there at Leilon.
Yeah, Timora Shrine, the Shrine to Timora, which recently was constructed under the auspices of Puck Charybdis, a male elf, sells potions, including the potion of healing. So, for the 10-day of 10th of Ches to 20th of Ches, he currently has.
Oh yeah, we sort of docked off.
I need
this
my
last
D4s
time.
back, sorry.
That's fine.
Or at least one of them. I'll take the blue one.
Mm.
Yeah. Or the tan one, I don't care. Or the red one.
Whatever one I can pick up. That's
I'm just watching you scrambling from going, I see that one!
one.
So he's got 3 potions of healing available. 3 potions of climbing. 3 potions of growth. This thing is getting a little bit
Of what?
growth, which basically is the enlarge section of the enlarge reduce spell. I believe. Check that. Yes, enlarge portion of the enlarge reduce
So
spell.
it's one side of the mushroom.
Basically, 1 potion of water breathing
Could have
and
used that.
1 potion of heroism.
Oh yeah.
I want the potion of water breathing if I ever get on a boat again.
No kidding. Whew. Of course, if they're eating me, it doesn't matter whether I can breathe the water or not.
Yeah. So that will reset
Okay.
on the 20th of Ches.
What will?
What he
His
has
supply
in storage.
of potions will
Oh.
reset.
Okay.
And then there's the Umber Hulk Shell Inn, run by Allian Malwin, a human female. 2-story inn, bed for the night. It's basically like similar prices to the Stonehill.
Yeah, I looked
inn.
these down last time.
So, where do you guys want to go first?
Oh gosh.
Do we need to find a quest yet?
Well, we can go there and look and see what there is.
All
We
right.
might do other things as well. I would think would be possible.
So, to show you guys where you are relative to the let's blow this up a little bit. Relative to everything. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay. So, you guys are coming in along this road. The settlers' camp is out in this region,
Okay.
generally.
You mentioned the swamp. Where's the swamp?
Oops. Back in this direction. I'm going to give you guys the
But-
DM's version of this real fast because I can't
Yeah.
deal with. I can't keep things straight in my head. But
No, I was curious because you said that there was the thing to get you to the sea, but we've got the sea right there.
it's more of a marsh. The blue stuff is more of a marshland than a. There's like some standing water, but it's not. It's shallow water.
Okay.
It's too shallow for a deep water ship to make
Which
it.
is why they have barges.
Exactly. So the barge yard is here. The fishery is where the job stuff will be posted.
Mm-hmm.
This is ironically enough where the priestess of Talos.
We fought
and her
here.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
right,
This
yeah.
is where we fought those crazies with the water
Okay.
critters
Yeah.
when we first got here. Aubrey's shop is right here. Fellovar's is here. The shrine where you can get potions is here.
Mm-hmm.
You can get cure wounds or either lesser or greater restoration cast here for a donation to the temple or to the shrine. The town square where the herbalist and the other random shop, like temporary merchants, is here, and then Torva's post is back here. Not 100% sure exactly where the settlers camp is. It's not on the map, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and assume that it's somewhere out
It
by
looks
the road.
like kind of camping
What is
type
that?
area. The camp of the settlers.
Yeah.
Oh.
They have those who have not yet built a permanent residence.
Exactly.
within or without the walls, the palisade.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you're coming in,
Well, since we're going to be going right by the fishery, that makes some
all right,
sense to.
so you can swing
hop
down.
over
You
and
can either
see.
swing left to the Peculiarity Shop right away, or you can take a right past the Lathander Shrine down to the fishery.
Wow.
Or you can just go on the right here, past the Palisade, at the intersection that would take you left to the Peculiarity Shop. You can either take a left to Aubrey's, or you can just take a right straight down the ladder, stairway thingy, and get down to the fishery.
We're going to go to the fishery first?
Sure.
All right.
Well, you suggested
Sounds
it, that's
good.
why I'm
Sounds
asking.
good.
No,
So-
I was. I figured we were probably wanting to get on with some kind of a quest because we just don't ever rest.
Well,
That's
we
why
just-
I'm giving you an option to do
Right,
so.
we
I
do
didn't.
have some
I didn't
places to
immediately
see.
put
We
you
can look and
guys.
see what's
Let's
there.
go
I
and
didn't.
look
I didn't
at-
use
well,
my
let's
DM
look at the
powers
board.
to put you.
There
in
may be
the
something
thing.
on the board that is time sensitive and needs to be dealt with if we're going to save some people.
Mhm.
On the other hand, if there's nothing like that, then let's take some time, wander
Take
around,
time.
and come back and choose.
All right. So you.
We
see,
can also, look at what's there and then go back to the tavern and decide over a couple of pints.
Oh,
Mhm.
well, there you go.
So, I will say as, and we'll work that later. So you see two pieces of paper tacked to the job board. One says, Phandalin had some trouble with the cult of Talos in a lighthouse temple called the Tower of Storms.
Didn't we deal with that
I
one
thought
once?
we've done this.
No, they had some.
Oh,
Now a strange boat or dead creature seems to be beached near the tower. Investigate this strange occurrence, kill or rout any cultists that might be there, then return to the town to collect a reward of 6 potions of greater healing.
Wow.
return
Greater
to Phandalin or
healing.
return to
No, return to Leilon.
Leilon?
Then the second one says, farmers in the small community of Leilon Point report aquatic humanoids making small but frequent raids on the area. They're killing farmers and burning Leilon's food supply. Kill or rout the raiders, then return to the town council to collect a reward of 750 gold pieces.
Well,
How many healing?
6.
Those are like,
50 gold pieces apiece.
yeah,
It's about 300 gold pieces worth of.
so that's 300, but then the other one's more gold.
yeah,
But,
but
well, you could buy
Potion
the
in the hand is worth
Huh?
gold. I said a potion in the hand is worth gold in the bush.
Yeah.
that is for sure.
I think we need to discuss it and let's look around, but
All right.
I'm leaning towards the first one where it was, there didn't seem to be anyone that was going to die if we didn't go there right away.
Yeah.
There are people dying in the other
And
one.
Leilon, yeah, right.
So I'm leaning towards that, but I can be overruled by someone like Finnan who might be more interested in the gold.
Well, the gold is the people who are dying.
Yeah.
Leilon Point is where the people are dying, so that's the one we would, if you, which I rightly agree with, if your concern is saving human life or even non-human life, then we should head to Leilon Point first, and it will give us 750 gold upon successful completion. So, right, so those two to consider.
Okay.
So we should probably, since we're right there, just kind of go. Do we have to backtrack a tiny bit to go to?
What do you want to look at?
Oh, I'm just looking at the tavern rations here. Here we go. Okay. So as you proceed back up the thing, you can just kind of walk through. You can just walk along the pier here by the fishery,
Mm-hmm.
through the barge yard to the Umberholk Shell Inn.
Sounds good.
See? So we're here.
Oh, super
You
easy.
just kind of walk down to
What do we pass by on the way?
the barge yard.
Okay.
Nothing super interesting right now, because we're not interested in renting a barge for a 10-day. Unless you
That
wanna-
involves going out on the water in a boat.
Right. We're not doing that. We can walk to Phandalin if we need to do that.
So, as you come in, yes? No, here he is. Allian greets you. Hello there, adventurers. The farmers at Leilon Point have seen more shark fins in the water lately. Some even claim to see humanoids swimming alongside the sharks. Can you imagine it?
Oh my.
Yes.
Interesting.
So, what can I get you?
Sounds like we were thinking of just kind of sitting down and having
What kind of
Breakfast or
snacks
lunch?
do you have?
Lunch?
No, wait, what time of day are we? Breakfast or lunch?
Lunchtime is fine.
Lunch, having some nice lunch, pint or two, and having a conversation about those sharks and people.
So there, she sets out a meal of some sourdough bread, grapes, fresh fish from
Of
the
course,
fishery
makes good
caught this
sense.
morning. Then some cabbage salad,
Oh, yes.
Our DM will be happy.
and cream custard.
Oh, wonderful.
That'll
That
be
cheesecake is a possibility.
it's on the roll. That'll be 1 silver from everyone.
Absolutely. One silver.
Hmm?
1 silver.
Oh, I've got to
He
find
reached
that.
for his wallet.
What's that?
That's all right.
We also need some, ale?
Yes. That I'm still working with that.
Okay.
All right.
How much will be the,
Um, 4 coppers. For one avail.
Going to do
coppers?
that. Just give me 2 proactively.
That makes it 655 coppers.
Very handy.
We'll just leave it at regular ale. I can't
What's
tell
that?
this right now.
Are there choices of what kind of ale?
Well, there's choices of drinks. It's
Oh.
a lot of different kinds here.
Okay, whatever you roll up, then I guess I'll take
I'm not finding anything, so we're just gonna leave it at regular ale.
Ale, we're good.
some
I'll
Bell's
say
Best. You can have wine.
I like a good ale.
So,
There you
So,
are.
while I'm
here we
marking
are.
off stuff, you guys can start discussing the situation.
but, you know, the two options that they've got on that board. Oh, what was the information that he gave us on the way in about? That sounds like it might be the same problem that the people with the water beings might be having.
The
the-
dead body
No, I mean,
in a
who,
boat.
On our way in, he talked about
Who's he?
people swimming with
Who's
the
he?
tavern.
She.
She.
Alien.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And that would be the same problem as who?
As the ones that had the water beings coming up on shore and killing them or whatever.
That is it. There's 2 adventures.
Yeah, I know, the
But,
second
but what he's saying
adventure.
is the one that what Alien was telling us about corresponds to one of the job
The
board
report,
postings.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's, I was saying that wasn't a new thing.
Oh, okay, all right.
It was something that was just giving
was
us a
along
little
the-
bit
okay,
more information
all
that they can swim with the fishes, so to speak, and the sharks.
They swim with sharks.
Some of the sharks, which means that the sharks, if we get into the water, are probably going to be helping them.
Yeah, what she said specifically was, the farmers at Leilon Point have seen more shark fins in the water. Some have even claimed to see humanoids swimming alongside the sharks.
Mhm.
She's skeptical of that personally, but
Okay, given what I've seen in my career, I'm not skeptical. But I completely appreciate the fact that she would, she probably has not seen it, so therefore it's not something that she would necessarily
Yeah.
believe. But I have seen too many things I wouldn't have believed
All right,
10 years ago.
So,
Okay, so-
we've got two adventures that are a possibility.
Right.
Although I know that the healing potions we've used some of ours lately.
I think we've used one so far.
Yes, we have used a total
like
of 1.
since we used 2 in Wayback Cave,
Yes.
and since Wayback Cave, I can't think of a time when we've used.
We
a healing
used one to
potion.
revive somebody else.
Okay, so
No. That didn't turn out to be. It was going to be a healing potion. That was when Finnan was, and I did
well,
something
when
just
Finn
to
went
get
down
him.
from the Manticores, you
Right.
gave him a cure wounds enough to
Right.
get him up, and then someone
could
else
do-
gave him a healing potion so he could use his action to drink it and gain full potential
Right.
from it. But it was a
Right.
healing potion.
Okay. So that's what we have.
And these are superior healing potions, which.
But as you pointed out before, there's people actually dying at Leilon Point. So I haven't heard report, it wasn't listed that the Phandalin anomaly was people dying at this point in time, even though
That
the
may be
healing
one
potions
that's
would
going
be
to
good.
erupt later because it's something that's increasing.
Sure,
So I think I'm after saving people.
and it's here.
That's
and we're
right.
here.
That's right within who I am.
Absolutely.
So you guys want to go for that?
I think that would be the one that we want to do.
Do we
want to,
do we stay for a
quickly-
night first, or do we leave right away?
That's your call. Do you
I
guys
think
want
we need to stay.
What time of the day is it?
It's
noon?
noon.
How
It's
far away do we
high.
have to go?
Let me see if I can find a Leilon.
I'm definitely not going on a
10
barge.
miles from the town of Leilon.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah, like
Close
an
enough.
hour.
let me double check. I got a table here that I just printed off for travel times.
We definitely don't want to take a barge to get there.
Is oh please.
No.
Because these are water
Um,
being. You know.
Right.
On horseback, 40 miles per hour.
Okay, so we would be there in short order. So if we got up at
That's
the
your
crack of
maximum speed.
If we got there at the crack of dawn tomorrow, or got up at the crack of dawn tomorrow, we would have an entire day and daylight, not,
Well, I'm going to assume that would be fast pace. So that would be, so your normal pace would be about 30 miles an hour.
right, but
Still.
regardless, if it's only
To
10,
get there in
20 minutes
Yeah.
instead of 15. Yeah, I don't think it would
20
be.
minutes more ordinary.
How much is
10 minutes hard ride should bring you, or 15 minutes hard ride should bring you there, and a normal pace, it shouldn't take more than 20.
Yeah. So let's take a quick peek and see if there's anything in the various and sundries. What's that?
pencil if you need it?
Oh, no,
Okay.
it's various and sundries that we need to. We're talking about water beings. We might find something at the various places that might prove to be useful. So,
Alright.
what are we close to?
Right now,
The peculiarity shop, right?
you're closest to the Timor Shrine and the town square.
Well, let's go to Timor Shrine.
Alright. So, that's where Puck is.
And he's got the healing and the climbing and
Is
the
that-
Yes.
growth and the
Puck
water
Carapace
breathing
has
and heroism.
he has, what is it, 3 potions of healing, 3
Yeah.
potions of climbing,
3 potions,
3 potions of growth,
One
1
of
potion
water.
of water breathing, and 1 potion of heroism.
Right, exactly. What exactly is the potion of heroism going to do for the bearer?
Oh, it's fun. For 1 hour after drinking it, you gain 10 temporary hit points that last for 1 hour. For the same duration, you are under the effect of the Bless spell. No concentration required. This blue potion bubbles and steams as if from boiling.
And you drink it. How much is it?
That's less fun. 5,000 gold pieces.
Well, I'm out. If I were playing poker, I'd say I fold. Wow, I'm sure it's completely worth it, but that's too rich for my blood.
I
Let's
can't
see,
do that
one.
one. I don't think we can do that with everybody.
No, I don't.
2, and I can come up with 2,000. I can come up with 2,100 gold,
And I've got about 14.
and still have a little bit left over.
Yeah, I would not be. I mean, I don't think I
Yeah.
could even bring us to 5,000.
What do you have with your
Okay, add my silver and everything together.
No, I mean I was gonna say from your cut, because we do have. We were gonna do this earlier, but we can scramble through pieces of this now. We can do
Oh,
our.
that's right, we
We
can
can
do
cut our
payment.
expenses later, if you want.
Yeah, and get paid.
We were at. Let's see. We went through.
Number of days.
Nighthall, we got paid for, right?
Oh, I gotta find my list here. Hang on a second. I actually have it written down. Every time I put it in here. So let me just find out where it is.
And this, the duration of this, and is it a once only?
1 hour, and it's a one-off.
Yeah, I mean.
Here it is. Okay. So we got paid for Summertide. High sun.
Ailent.
Ailent, yes. The fading was Ailent. The one before
Yeah.
that we got paid for. We got paid for. Month 9, month 10, month 11, month 12.
Okay.
First month, second month, and third month. We've been paid for everything.
So I don't think we've logged though the last at
Well, that's
least
a good point, yeah.
3.
So I would have 18, I
You
would
would-
have 780.
I can say we have at least 1,800 between the terrible trio. Call it 1,500 to make sure they don't overstep their lifestyle expenses in Phandalin. 1,500 plus the 2,100 is 30.
Who's got 21? You?
600. I've got it between the terrible trio.
Oh, I see, okay.
30. They've got about 3,600 that they can
So I would have,
pony up for one potion of heroism.
How much extra do I have?
You
Beyond
got
what's
two.
logged?
You got 200. So you got about 600
or
gold.
600 extra.
So I've got 600 that I can add in.
Yes. We
So
can.
to the 36, if you and I add in,
We
what
need
did you just get?
1,400.
What did you
if-
just get, Mike?
You got 600 just now.
So that would give us 1,480.
If you want to buy the potion of heroism.
Right.
Before
I'm
you go
trying to
any
figure
further,
out why we want it.
That's what I'm not saying we
Right,
haven't.
right.
What I'm saying is, if you want it,
Right.
one person is going to get 10 temporary hit points and a D4 to all attacks, abilities, ability checks, and saving throws for 1 hour.
I can see maybe, I don't know what we're going up against, but maybe using it against dragon or something that's,
Sure.
but
I'm not
I
saying
think
do
these
it.
guys, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think it's something to keep in the back of our
other
minds
things
now.
I think we should get a potion of water breathing.
Okay.
Personally, just
One? How
That's
much
all
is
he's got.
water?
He's only
How
got-
much is it?
It's 150 gold, but he's only got one right now.
Right, so it makes
Oh,
it.
okay.
So
okay.
getting one while
Yeah.
get the potion of water breathing while the getting is good.
Right.
Who
and
should have it?
That
One
can
of
be
the
party
terrible- yeah.
until we
So
get
we,
enough.
do we have party funds still?
We have somewhere we have party supplies. I hope.
Well, no, we had party funds that we were putting some stuff into there
Yeah.
and having it as a community.
Yes.
Yeah, I lost
And-
that card somewhere.
Okay, let me see if I've got it.
What's that?
It's what Donkey Boy's carrying. Weapons.
Because that was getting to be a substantial
Yeah.
amount.
I don't have
That's-
it.
Terrible.
And it was for just this sort of a thing. that
Well,
we were doing.
I think we certainly had 150, I can promise you that.
Yeah. I can knock that out. Just
Yeah.
fine. Then there's 3 potions of growth for 150 each, which gives you for 1d4 hours the enlarge section. The target's size doubles in all dimensions and its weight is multiplied by 8. This growth increases its size by 1 category from medium to large, for example. If there is enough room for the target to double in size, the creature or object attains the maximum possible size and space available. Until the spell ends, the target also has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. The target's weapons also grow to match its new size. While these weapons are enlarged, the target's attacks them deal 1d4 extra damage.
So this is,
For
you
an
can,
ally.
you would apply it
You
to
would
one
drink
of us.
you would drink the potion, and you would gain those effects for 1d4 hours.
How much is that one?
150 gold.
Oh gosh.
There's 3 of them. Then there's a potion of climbing. When you drink this potion, you gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. During this time, you have advantage on strength athletics checks you make to climb. And then, of course, there's potions of healing. 3.
Right. Well, I've got the boots, so for me to have an extra potion for climbing is kind of
Well,
superfluous. but
you don't have a
somebody
climbing
else.
speed right now.
You do
No. What you have,
it? Spring. Oh,
Is-
jumping.
jumping,
Yeah.
you jump better, and you carry better, and you walk faster. Now you can literally climb up a wall for 1 hour, up to 30 feet at a time.
Are we going? Where are we going?
I don't know that we're going to. I'm just saying
No, I'm
these
just
are
trying to think
these
if
are
we're
your
going
options.
someplace with cliffs. I mean, we've been someplace with cliffs before, though. That would have been kind of helpful, but
How about we never actually got into cliffs?
didn't we?
We went onto the beach.
True, right, what would that, but would it have been helpful to jump up the cliff? I don't know. I
I'm
like,
not saying you have to. I'm just
yeah,
saying
I
these are
really
your
like the
options.
growth and water breathing.
And
or lo-
healing.
and
We've
the
already
healings, of
done the
course.
water breathing,
Yep.
and we could get 3 of the growths.
Yep.
That would take care of all 3 fighters. It doesn't matter how big I am.
It'd be funny to see to see a medium-sized Finnan.
I mean, that's for me, I'm thinking, let's get Finn in this little growth.
But if you had Lisbeth would become a large, right?
Mhm.
And since they tend to wield swords and things, that would
She would have 1d12 plus 1d4 slashing damage on an attack.
which is more. Does it increase the ability to hit?
I don't think so.
That's too bad.
So if we did the water breathing and the 3 growth, then it would be 600.
And then if you want the potions of healing, that'll be another 150.
So that'd be 750 altogether.
Yep.
How many potions of healing do we still have?
Everybody has.
Finnan's got 1.
I've got 1.
I think I've got 1.
Elizabeth
I have to
has
look.
unlisted for some reason. I think she
I
may
don't
have
have
one.
anything listed.
This thing right here. Victor has 2 healing potions. Swap that over here so I actually keep an eye on it.
I'm terrible
Somebody
about
not
writing
happy?
this stuff down.
That's not good.
I know I have at least 1. So maybe I should write it down someplace.
Okay. He also has a potion of invisibility.
Yes. I misread this. The Ash Zombie I misread as Ash Zamboni. Like,
I
did not see one of those.
don't want to think about an Ash Zamboni.
Got a potion of invulnerability.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I still have 2 healing potions. I must have bought one because I had 2, I erased it down to 1 and I'm back up to 2, so I must have gotten one somewhere. Oh, I found one someplace, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I've got 1.
Okay. So everyone except for Finnan has 2 in
Okay.
the Terrible Trio.
You just said, I said I had 1. You said everybody has 2.
In the Terrible Trio.
Oh.
So Victor and Elizabeth both have 1. Finnan, you have 2. Finnan has 1. You have
2.
2. You have 1. That tracks with what we've lost so far.
What we could do is, I probably want to buy 1 if they've got enough.
Yeah.
They have 3 of them total.
Finnan's gonna buy 1.
I don't remember whether we would have had 750 group gold or not.
Oh,
I can buy mine.
No, I'm not thinking for the healing potions, I'm thinking for growth and the water breathing.
The water breathing's already covered.
We took care of that as a, but I'm just
As a
thinking,
group.
right, but the growth ones, well, then we would only have had to, we'd only have to have
600 total.
600.
Was that 50 for the 50 gold?
We can.
We had
I'll tell you what.
significant gold.
We will call it as 600.
Okay.
Scrap it down to 0 for now.
Okay,
And then, in the event that we find the stuff again, we'll start dealing with it.
okay, so let me just note
We'll knock
here.
600 off after we find it again, if
Okay.
we find it again.
Party stores, I know that card.
I had it up here for a long time.
Yeah.
When I deployed, it got put somewhere.
Could be in a box someplace.
Probably.
Yeah.
It could very well be in this box right here, but I'm not going to lift my table right now.
No, of course not. Okay, so,
So I don't pay for my gold.
yeah, you do.
I
Pay
do.
for your own healing potion, but we're going to
Okay.
have
That's
the
50?
roof
Yes.
and the water breathing be group stores, because they're gonna really be something for the group to do, or to benefit.
Does anyone remember what time we started?
8:45.
Quarter of 8.
7:42.
I was going to suggest that when we have our meal that we're going to have to pay for tonight, and the hotel that we're going to have to pay for,
Yep.
because we're staying until tomorrow
Right.
morning,
Right.
that we may want to eat dinner at the same time, so that is it ready for us to just go pick up and come back down?
Let me see if
Or should it wait a while?
let me see if the sweet potatoes have to be popped in the oven, or they could be thrown in the oven. Let me see if Cameron can throw them in the oven.
Is she here? Yes.
So,
What's the yes mean?
so with that done with, Finnan briefly pays his respects at the shrine, and then we can go to, from there we can go to the town square,
Yes.
Torver's Post,
Oh,
or the Peculiarity Shop. The town square is right there.
let's go there.
So let's go to the town square, where, for now, there's not much, but, one thing you do find is the apothecary, as I'm just gonna call him for now.
Okay.
Yeah. So they have, 4 alertness drops. Do you want me to write this down, or do you want to?
I would for alertness drop. I was going to ask you what
Yes,
those
so
are.
an alertness drop. For 1 hour, the drinker of this bitter brew has advantage on perception checks and saving throws against the sleep.
Oh, so like if you're doing night watch duty or something.
Or if you were up against someone who was going to cast sleep. Or if you were taking watch. Or if you needed to perceive something for whatever reason.
Okay.
Which I don't
And
know.
does this take an action?
More or less, yeah.
So if you do that, then you can't. I'm just trying to.
Oh no,
figure out-
I'm not mad at you. I think I missed something. I think I left some of my papers upstairs. We'll do it later.
Okay.
So, then they have 1 antiparalytic.
Was there one alertness drop?
4.
One anti-paralytic.
For this flavorless, slimy fluid grants the drinker advantage on saving throws against paralysis for 1 hour.
So these are spells. Is that what we're guarding against,
They're
basically?
herbal mixtures.
No, I'm sorry. The
Yeah.
things that we're guarding
Well,
against are
either,
spells.
Well, some things will, some poisons and
Oh, right.
like the carrion crawler will paralyze you
Right.
if you fail your con save against
Okay.
it.
All right.
Then she has 2 antipathogens, doses of antipathogen, which are a chalky, dry tablet that grants advantage on saving throws against disease for 8 hours. She then has 2 antitoxins. This vial of liquid grants advantage on saving throws against poison for 1 hour when drunk,
Wow.
which you don't need,
Correct.
but everyone else does.
Why do you do it?
Because
She's a dwarf.
I have right.
Dwarves have advantage
An
against
innate.
dwarves. It's dwarven resilience.
Oh,
It's a thing. They have advantage on con saves against poison.
elves probably don't.
No, you have Fey ancestry, which means you have advantage against being charmed, and you can't be put to sleep by magic. So you really don't need the alertness draught for magical sleep. You could use it for your perception if you needed it, but your Fey ancestry grants you ability to be resistance to being charmed and an inability to be put to sleep by magic.
So is that just why he can get his full rest in 4 hours?
That's another thing else.
Oh, okay.
It's just another
All right. I'm just curious.
Then she has 4 doses of clear breath. Any creature that inhales this mist gains advantage on saving throws against stench and other features that attack scent. Not really useful right now, but if we knew we were going up against something that did that.
Okay.
Um,
That would-
She has 3 doses of eye black, which this strip of grease applied under or on the eyes grants advantage on saving throws against being blinded for 8 hours or until it's washed off.
Wow.
She got 3 of those. She got 3 doses of incense, a small stick of scented herbs that relaxes the mind and can be used during rites, or as a material component for spells that call for incense or herbs, including those with a gold piece value.
So they were burning incense at the birthing, or at the egg thing. Would it be the same kind of incense, or the same kind of an idea? Yeah, okay.
Or for the legend lore spell, for example, 250 gold pieces
Right.
worth of incense. These sticks of incense would work for that.
Uh-huh.
And then she's got 2 doses of insect repellent.
Sturge?
24-hour insect repellent.
Wow.
Doesn't affect sturges.
Sturges are not technically insects.
I don't know.
Sturge, it has no effect on swarms or giant insects either.
Uh-huh.
She then has 4 packages of journey bread. This dense vegetable cake acts as a day's rations for a medium creature. Lembas. Yes. And, wow, 6 containers of nightlight. A thick purple liquid kept in a glass vial that glows with flameless light for 1 hour when shaken. It emits bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light from 30 feet, after which it becomes inert. Then she has 4 applications of sunscreen. Lasts for 1 hour, grants advantage on saving throws inflicted by extreme heat. So if, say, we're going to the desert, or hell, or something like that,
Or a
maybe the city. Technically not fire damage, it's extreme heat, so it would be like
Okay.
the city of Brass, the elemental plane of fire, which is kind of the same thing, they come from the same place. Or a desert place, or someplace like that.
Yep. Okay. And you said they last for an hour?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and how much are these things?
Let's see. Alertness draw is 25 gold pieces. Antiparalytic is 50. Oh, you're right.
I am, yeah.
Antipathogen is 20. Antitoxin is 50. Clear breath is 10. Eye black is 1. Healer's kit is 5.
You didn't mention that.
Yeah, healer's kit is a healer's kit.
Okay.
It's mentioned in the player's handbook.
Yeah. I was just
It
thinking-
basically gives you an ability to, I think it's stabilize a character, or something like that.
So it's 5. Okay. The incense?
Incense is 25 gold pieces, so if you were looking for something that was X number of gold pieces worth of incense for a spell, it would be 25 gold pieces worth of incense. Right there. Per piece. So, she has however many I said there.
3 doses.
So it's 70, she has a total of 75
So
gold worth of
almost halfway.
incense if you were to need
Okay.
that. Then insect repellent is 1 silver piece. Journey bread is 5 gold pieces. Nightlight is 20 gold pieces, and sunscreen is 10.
Okay. What do you think?
This is, I don't know if this is even possible, but we don't know really, from what we've heard about the place that we're going, is there any information that we might remember from historical check that would help us to prepare if something is needed? And if the answer is no, that's cool.
You know what? I'll allow it. Make a history check.
Do you want to do it with advantage, or are you okay?
Am I
Yeah,
doing
you
it?
can advantage one.
Okay, you can have advantage on the roll.
If you're thinking about it as well.
Yeah.
11. History is.
For me, it's plus nothing, so I hope yours is
No,
higher.
I've got something plus on history. Yeah, plus 4.
Ooh, so that's 15.
Ah, plus 4. I mean, plus the what? 11 plus 4 is 15.
Okay. You remember one brief mention in one of your classes about there being creatures that swim with sharks and revere them as gods, but you weren't paying attention very well in that class.
Not surprising.
I mean, you paid attention very well in most of your classes, but it was a boring class with a really boring instructor.
And he did not have an alertness drought.
No. And even if you hadn't, wouldn't have helped. That was below the DC.
Not with me rolling only an 11.
Right, exactly.
Well, 15 total, but
Yeah.
15 was below the DC.
Yeah.
Okay. It was just,
Yeah.
I was trying
Yeah,
to see
hey,
if we
no
could get an
problem with that.
advantage in preparations
Yeah,
that way.
So, if anything catches your eye, let me know.
Yeah, the eye black for some reason has caught my eye, and I don't
Okay.
know why. So it's a gold piece.
Oh, and one gold piece each. Yeah, there's 3 of them.
So I'm
I
just
get to
gonna
look like a football player.
I'm gonna get
Go
all
for it.
I'm gonna get all 3 of them and just kind of hang on
Alright,
to them
go
because
for it.
to me it's just I don't know. It
Yeah.
spoke to me.
Yeah. Did the same when I first read it. I was like, eye black.
I mean for a
Me
gold
like
piece.
eye black.
What's the
Yeah.
the poison thing?
Antitoxin.
Yeah. But it works against like a snake bite.
Poison
Yeah.
saving throws. Because there's antiparalytic, anti-pathogen, and antitoxin. So
How much are the toxin?
antitoxin is 50 gold pieces per dose.
And a dose lasts an hour,
Yeah.
which is most of our fights don't exceed.
Right.
And better not
For
exceed.
sure. We've
We're
never gone
exceeding
into-
until next week.
We've rarely gone into more than a couple minutes.
If a fight went an hour, that would be something in the order of 360 turns, if I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. We rarely
I don't even
get-
want to countenance a fight that lasts 360 turns.
Okay. So we went down. There were how many of those available?
3, I think.
Oh, we're talking about which one?
The
Antitoxin.
toxin.
2.
2.
I'm going to buy both of those.
Okay.
And the reason is that I don't know that I don't think we're going to use it on this one.
Well,
But
it's-
we have been in situations where giving, for instance, if I gave it to 2 of our fighters,
Mm-hmm.
they would then, you know,
One word. Venom Fang.
Yes, exactly.
yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
exactly.
we've had numerous.
Which, admittedly, we were not a high enough level to have been fighting that thing with an eye to killing it. But I muffed a couple of rolls when, especially that start. You should not have gotten any damage that first round.
Yeah.
But no use to be beating a dead dragon.
So to speak.
But let me think. How about? I'm just curious. The Sturges. If you had a bunch of those coming and somebody got those, would that make them? They've got a. Oh, they suck blood. There's other things we've had that have just kind of bitten you. But yeah, okay.
Giant spiders bite you and deal piercing and poison damage, sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of like this is to put aside
Right. This is the same with my eye
because this
black.
is preparing
Yeah,
not just for
right,
this
right.
one.
Yeah.
I doubt that the water bearing ones. I'm guessing that they won't have poison.
They could have poison.
They
Absolutely,
could,
they
but-
could have poison. And he's not going to tell us.
No,
Okay,
I'm
so
trying to get
where-
better at that.
Where do we speak? We thank you so much for your
Yes,
your
absolutely. Come again.
wonderful. Yes,
Dankeschön.
absolutely. Do you have, generally speaking, the same wares, or does it change based on season?
I'll say it is generally, things like insect repellent, antiparalytic, antitoxin, and sunscreen. Those three tend to be a little bit harder to find
Okay.
in the winter months.
Mm-hmm.
But summer is usually a pretty good time for everything.
Okay. Go ahead and shop.
So then we've got the House of... No, we've got the Peculiarities shop.
Peculiarities,
Oh,
yes.
Porter's Post too.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you had any adventuring gear you needed to pick up.
I got my Mason's
which I can
tools.
run over real fast with Dad
Okay.
here over what you want, or what you might want with regards to adventuring gear. Vial of acid, vial of alchemist's fire, no, caltrops.
Caltrops are the things you throw on the ground.
Yeah. You already have one of those. Grappling hook. No. No. Pitons. Basic poison. Rope.
Oh,
We all have a signal whistle already, so that wouldn't be needed.
I think we've got rope, don't we?
Yeah, but if you wanted more, just looking over some of the stuff that we might need more of.
No, I was just.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll just run over the everything in here and let you know if you can let me know if you think of anything that catches your eye or your ear. Abacus, vial of acid, flask of alchemist's fire, arrows, blowgun needles, crossbow bolts, sling bullets, vial of antitoxin. We already have those. Never mind. We don't need. I don't think you need another arcane focus. You still have yours, I think.
What's the arcane focus?
It could be a crystal, an orb, a rod, a staff, or a wand.
What do I have for that?
I assume that your starting kit listed you having some kind of arcane focus in the typed out text. And it may well have just said arcane focus and left it up to you to decide which one you wanted.
I don't have any. Don't have anything like that.
Okay. We'll say you're using the Staff of Defense as an arcane focus for now. Backpack, you already have 1,000 ball bearings if you want them.
That would be for my sling.
No, that would be sling bullets if you wanted.
What are the ball bearings for?
Ball bearings. As an action, you can spill these tiny metal balls from their pouch to cover a level square area that is 10 feet on a side. A creature moving across the covered area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone. A creature moving through the area at half speed doesn't need to make a save. You can either use them to cover the ground and trip up people coming after you, or you can pull out one of your ball bearings and throw it at things to either distract someone, attract their attention, or determine if something is actually a door/pit. For example, if you're up against a fissure in the ground and you can't see the bottom and you don't want to throw a light spell down there, you can just drop a ball bearing in to see if you hear anything down at the bottom. Then there's barrel, basket, bedroll you already have, bell, blanket, I'm assuming you already have that, block and tackle, book, glass bottle, bucket, bag of caltrops, candle, crossbow bolt case, map or scroll case, 10-foot chain, piece of chalk, chest, climber's kit, common clothes, costume clothes, fine clothes, traveler's clothes, component pouch, crowbar. We don't need to deal with druidic focuses because none of us are druids. Fishing tackle, flask or tankard, grappling hook, hammer, sledgehammer, healer's kit. We can deal with holy symbols, holy water, hourglass, hunting trap, 1 ounce bottle of ink, ink pen, jug or pitcher, 10-foot ladder, lamp, bullseye lantern, hooded lantern, lock, magnifying glass, manacles, mess kit, steel mirror, flask of oil, sheet of paper, sheet of parchment, vial of perfume, miner's pick, piton, vial of basic poison, 10-foot pole, iron pot, pouch, quiver, portable ram, robes.
A what?
A portable ram.
To like knock down doors.
You can use a portable ram to break down doors. When doing so, you gain a +4 bonus on the strength check. One other character can help you use this ram, granting you advantage on the check. Robes. 50 feet of hempen rope, 50 feet of silk rope, sack, merchant's scale, sealing wax, shovel, signal whistle, signet ring, soap, spellbook, iron spikes, spyglass, tent, tinderbox, torch,
Spikes?
iron spikes. Yeah, I think that the Wizard of the Coast decided that was pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
Iron spikes, like you know,
Tent spikes.
tent spikes or like
Well, the reason I'm
Oversized
asking
nails.
is there are tent spikes
oversized.
and there
nails.
are throwing dart spikes.
No, these are like they could probably be used as an improvised weapon, but they're like
Tents.
they're like railroad spikes. Spyglass, 2-person tent, tinderbox, torch, empty vial, water skin, and whetstone.
I'm not sure that I need it right now.
Yeah.
I'd hate to find out that the vial of antitoxin is cheaper here.
It's not.
How many do they have? He's got limited, unlimited of that, or
Not unlimited. He's got about maybe 10.
I'm trying to decide if it would be advantageous to have a total of 5.
If you want to, go ahead.
Because then, if we knew we were going to fight something that was toxin,
Yeah.
we could protect everybody in the group.
Yeah. I guess.
That would be another 150,
Yeah.
because I've already got 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Toxins have given us problems in the past. Huh?
I said.
So,
Yeah.
7, 2, 6 here. I've only got 1,677 gold pieces.
Oh,
I'm so
sadness.
broke.
We're practically broke.
Yeah. But I've now got 5 gold pieces. I mean, no, 5 antitoxins.
Yes. So.
I don't know whether there's anything in that list that I think will jump out and
No. Yeah, unless you guys want to pick up some holy water for some reason. That's really the only thing I can think of that Torber carries that you guys would want. Or maybe some poison or acid. I don't know.
Hmm?
If you guys want to pick up some poison or acid, then that's the only. Or
acid
alchemist
I
fire.
could see having a use for. I don't like the idea of poison.
Okay.
Using it's not my style.
Well, there's also
I bought
alchemist's fire.
3 more antitoxins
Okay.
with the feeling that if we get into a situation where we think we're going to be fighting against toxic beings,
Right.
that would allow me to have 5 that would protect the whole
Do we
group.
take those proactively or only after being attacked?
No, you have to take them proactively.
That's what I thought. Okay.
But if we knew that we were going against spiders,
Yeah, yeah.
Or drow.
Or if we saw one on our way in before we took an action or something, that could be our first action is to take it. Okay. Alrighty.
So, Torver also carries about 20 vials of alchemist's fire.
What's that?
Sounds cool.
First
whatever
things
it
I
is.
listed. This sticky adhesive fluid ignites when exposed to air. As an action, you can throw this flask up to 20 feet, shattering it on impact. Make a ranged throw against a creature or object. Treating the alchemist's fire as an improvised weapon. On a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature could end this damage by using its action to make a dexterity check to extinguish the flames.
Sort of like a Molotov sort of cocktail.
Yes.
Okay. That's cool.
Use it against a dragon.
I don't think
Red
we
dragons
made-
are immune to fire,
Yeah,
but the others aren't.
right.
You could. 1d4 against a dragon. Woohoo.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 1d4. You have to throw all. How much are they a piece?
Actually, D4 against just
Um,
about anything we've fought
is kind of low.
but it
It might work
requires them to
against the
make a
rose
saving
blight.
throw every time. What?
No,
I
they
guess
don't. They take d4 damage every turn until they make a dexterity check to extinguish the flames.
Okay.
Alchemist's fire is 50 gold pieces per flask.
That's a lot.
I'm not saying get it.
No, I'm just. We're just.
saying
We're
he
just
has
conversing.
20 of those in case you guys.
Well, that's something to keep in mind. We might come
He
back
said
and say.
20, then it's something that he considers to be useful.
No, it's something that the dice consider to be.
Oh.
Yes.
What'd you roll for it?
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so are we done with our shopping, or do we
Well, we
still
still
have place to go?
have Aubrey's Peculiarity
Oh,
Shop.
yeah,
If
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
want to head over there.
Yes, definitely.
Have we been there?
Yes.
Once.
I got something there that I like.
Today. He has.
I got my Mason's tools. I got my Mason's tools at Aubrey's shop. Because I'm a stone person.
We got a set of weaver's tools.
Today he is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean he's got like a bunch of other random,
Right.
but this is one of his newest. Yes.
Well,
What is it?
weaver's tools for weaving. I would assume textiles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a particular use for that at the moment, and they probably his
Maybe
stock.
after
He's also
I-
got like old
maybe
fishing
after we
rods, swamp
retire.
idols, mining helmets, and other oddities and
Yeah.
bit bobs and things like that.
Kind of
but
like a garage sale under a roof.
a bit.
Yeah.
A bit.
Okay.
It's kind of like a garage sale had a head-on collision with Goodwill.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay. Well, I don't think at the moment that's something we can use, but that was very good to see you, Aubrey, and
Good to see you as well.
we will be back around. Do
A
love
lot of
stopping in.
knickknacks,
That's
but
right. Do love stopping in.
we are going to the patio.
Yeah.
And that's the last place?
Yes.
Other than if we wanted to go to a shrine or something.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless you guys wanna. So.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys wanna do for the
I
day?
can't think of anything. Is Finn want to go to a shrine?
He already paid his
He's
respects.
taking care of it. So we're good.
All right. So another silver piece for. Oh yeah.
And
What do we have?
because-
That's what I'm checking.
I'm hungry.
That's the oh yeah. Tavern. So. We have.
Oh, Gator.
Fruit bread.
Ooh.
Bitter orange.
Is it a beverage?
No, it's orange. That's not the greatest.
Oh, okay. Wasn't sure if it was some delicacy or
No.
something.
More fresh fish.
Of course.
Makes sense.
squash tonight,
Oh, lovely.
brought in from the settlement, and fruit pie.
Ooh,
Good.
sounds like a lovely repast.
Yes.
Sit back
And
and
how
enjoy
much
it.
is a room for the night?
5 for the night, 1 for a
5?
5. So 6 total for dinner and a meal. For a meal and a bed. Have you lost your mind?
7. I'm down to 77 silver. How many
Goodness.
silvers in an electrum?
There is some eyebrows spent here, but
I was just
no,
curious.
I'm not saying you shouldn't. But an electrum is worth 5 silver pieces.
And a gold is 10.
Yes.
Okay. Then we're going to have our repast.
And so we are going to take a quick break here to grab some dinner and return with alacrity. So,
Okay.
we will be back in just a few seconds here to get that dealt with. And welcome back. So, when last we left our adventurers, they had taken a night's rest and were preparing to head out at dawn to Leilon Point in order to figure out what was going on with that place. Their aquatic humanoids were reported making small but frequent raids in the area, killing farmers and burning Leilon's food supply. The quest calls for us to kill or rout the raiders and then return to the town to collect a reward of 750 gold pieces. So, Leilon Point is a small community of farmers and fishers originally formed centuries ago to supply the town of Leilon with food. When Leilon fell, the village remained, but it has recently increased its production to support the rebuilding of the town. Ah. See. Okay. So, riding between 20 and 30 miles an hour, I would assume. The farms of Leilon Point are deathly quiet and still. Good. Are deathly quiet and still. Every window in the community of the 13 quaint buildings is shuttered. Many of the village's fields are reduced to blackened ash, and its single street is lined with overturned carts, destroyed sacks of grain, and the rotting, slaughtered carcasses of chickens and pigs. Though this village is on a seaside cliff, is mostly farmhouses. 4 buildings without attached fields stand out. The first, a large cottage, has a sign outside its door that reads, Head House. Second, a cubic wood building depicts the image of curling waves on its front door. Third is a brick building high up on a hill, its massive windows shuttered tight. The final place of interest is a stone shed with a smashed door at the edge of town, near a path that winds toward the water.
Do we see any people?
Nope. So this is what you guys see, building-wise.
Have we been there before?
Nope.
Head is probably where the town mayor or whoever would be. Should we try and go into there?
It would be worth knocking politely on the door and seeing if we can rouse anyone.
Okay. So you open the door?
We knock on the door.
Okay. What do you guys say?
Hello! Trying to see if there is anyone there.
Well, do you suppose we might want to add a little bit like, we are adventurers from many different areas. We have fought dragons. We have tried to help out our fellow your fellow residents who are in Leilon, and we saw that there seems to be great disturbance, and our eyes are now telling us that you have had great attacks on everything here. We have come to do what we can to help set things right.
Okay. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
13. We'll get, let's see. 4. Well, I hope I got a high persuasion.
Should had Elizabeth do that.
Well, yes, I'm sorry. I should.
I'm just going to. I
didn't get it.
What was it?
I don't have persuasion on here for some strange reason.
You have +1.
Where did you see it?
It's down near the bottom.
Oh, my glasses. It's partly not. Yeah, okay. +1. So I have 15.
Okay. There's a long moment of silence. Then you hear some shuffling and rustling inside, and the door kind of cracks open to reveal a short, thin male human in his elder years.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of white hair, a thin white mustache, and kind of looks through the door and goes, "So you're adventurers, eh? Well, we could use your help. I'll give you that. Come in. Kind of beckons you all inside, kind of casting nervous glances across the road, and bolts the door behind you as he comes in. I'm sorry I can't offer you tea. The tea ran out 2 days ago, but do sit. And,
Thank you for your hospitality.
yes. Well, 10 days ago, a band of violent, sharp people appeared out of nowhere on the eastern edge of town and began burning fields and killing animals. It stopped almost as soon as it began, but damage had been done by then. We sent word to Leilon for help after the first attack, but more raids followed. There was one attack each day at a different time from a different direction. From the north, and from the east, and from the west again, and then the south.
So not always from the water.
No.
I see.
With every attack, these sharp people destroyed more property. They killed the animals, they burned the fields, they smashed up the supply hut. 7 days ago, some of the fishers took weapons and their boats to Salt Cave to see if the raiders were in the cave. They have not returned since then. 5 days ago, I ordered everyone in Leilon Point to stay remain inside until further notice and wait for help to come from Leilon.
We're sorry we weren't here earlier. We just arrived in Leilon, and
It's quite all right.
okay.
It is what it is. We cannot escape our fate.
Could you? Has anyone seen one of these creatures?
Yes. They're green-scaled sea monsters with finned heads. Please find and drive them off.
I assume they have legs.
Yes, they're the humanoids. They walk on their legs and they use their hands.
Hands.
And
Yes.
claws, really, but claw hands.
Large, medium-sized.
Medium.
Medium.
About the same size as not me, but
Perhaps our
you.
yes, medium-sized. And do you have a sort of a count? Does the number seem to stay the same?
Never the same. So,
What was the largest and the smallest number?
I don't know. I wasn't counting. I was running.
Oh, of course.
Trying to get the people inside.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to stop them from getting cut down by these monsters.
They've killed people.
They have.
Do they eat what they kill, the animals? And
Oh, I
I
never
saw so many
looked.
carcasses.
Yes, I never stopped to look.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I can tell, not much.
Yes, I had something changed in what you had been doing?
Not that I know of.
I just wondered if perhaps a stranger came to town, to your little settlement, and
No.
so nothing that you have done unintentionally changed your way of life to provoke something that you could think of?
Knowingly.
Uh-huh.
Is there a certain time of the day that they've been attacked?
Not only. Perfectly random.
Mm-hmm.
You never know when they're coming.
Have the, you said a 10-day ago they started, they've been every day?
Every day.
So they come onto land, we should be able to prepare to fight them here before we head to Salt Cave, I would think. What do you think? Victor, etc.?
Elizabeth is sharpening her axe in the corner.
That's my girl.
And Finnan is counting his arrows.
All right.
Shaking his head.
So I take it they have not been here yet today.
Not today, no.
What time did they come yesterday?
Just a few hours before dusk.
Have they come after dark?
Once. About 3 or 4 days ago. I think I heard them outside.
Yeah.
I haven't come out in 5 days, but I heard something out there. Something like them.
Well, we intend to do what we can to kill some of those who come and keep some of them alive so we can question them. And then
Victor just kind of grins from the corner.
then hopefully we will be able to find this salt cave and rescue the fishermen who went after them.
Well, the entrance to Salt Caves. You simply walk down the path
Oh.
from the village. That's where the fishermen went.
Oh, it's not for a journey.
No, it's just the base of the cliff. Just
Oh,
walk down the
fancy.
path to the village, and there you are.
Well,
They went in and come out.
so they come from all different directions. I wonder if they have a network of caves under and some exits in various places around here.
Quite possibly, quite possibly.
But it's just been recently that they've been bothering you.
Only on a 10-day, yes.
Perhaps they just recently moved in. Or something
But,
arrived.
but your people have been here for hundreds of years, if I understand correctly.
Yes, centuries. My father's fathers. Oh, father, I forgot
And-
how many there are. But many generations.
1, 2, 3, many.
Yes.
Would you be against us scouting around to see if we would be able to find any tunnel entrances or anything
Not
like
at all,
that?
not at all.
Do we need to warn your people that would we mean them no harm whatsoever, or do we need to get
Oh,
word to?
I'm sure you'll make yourselves quite plain to that fact.
Very good, very good. Don't want to frighten anyone unintentionally.
So, as you proceed out,
Well, should we try to find maybe some of these cave entrances and sneak in a back door if we can find them?
so do you want to check around for cave entrances?
Is anybody else agreeable to that, or are you going to go
No.
straight to the mouth of the cave?
Sure.
Finnan wants to look around first and just see what's going on in the town.
Mm-hmm.
But Victor and Elizabeth are they either want to go look through the town or just kick the door down.
I'm not saying no to the door down, but if we can find a back door, I'd really rather go back door. Then we can charge.
Victor's
surprise.
not the subtlest
I know.
person in existence.
He's
all for charging. He's all for charging
And-
down the path and
and-
running into the cave right now.
And
I'm just afraid
Elizabeth's
about the
probably the
fishermen.
other half of your two choices. She's willing to consider the other one, whereas Victor's kind of like,
I just worry about the actual fishermen if they're hostage. And I know that Victor has great regard for that. So
In the head house, you come to a circular building, a one-room shrine of Umberly, goddess of the sea. It's the building with it's the wood building with the crashing waves on its front door.
yeah, right.
Um,
It's round, right?
Something to that effect.
Yeah.
The door is unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
As you enter, you find the corpse of an elf priestess lying in a pool of her own blood next to a stone altar. Do you search the body?
Let's search her. Let's search.
Okay. You find a potion of water breathing on her.
Oh,
Now we have two.
you may need it.
And then there, you either take a left or a right. What?
You had a choice between left and right. That's how we made all of our surprises the first time.
Left.
Okay. So you come to the Hewer's hut, which is a essentially it's the wave watcher. It's the person who keeps an eye out for ships or other or storms or things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's also unlocked. Inside you find a bed, fireplace, table set with cook's utensils and spyglass, a chair, a large handbell, and a bookcase full of novels about adventure. You guys want to look around?
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check. Where are you looking?
Is it a one-room building? I think we're gonna look inside and out. What do you guys think? Right around the building?
So roll for inside.
Mm-hmm. 20!
You find a book beneath the pillow of the bed called Sea Devils. So this is what it says. Across fog-shrouded coasts or endless ocean swells, an ominous drone sounded on a conch shell chills the blood of all who hear it. This is the sound of the Sahuagin hunting horn, a call to raid and battle. Coastal settlers refer to Sahuagin as sea devils, for Sahuagin have no compassion in them, slaughtering the crews of ships and decimating coastal villages. Sahuagin are a predatory Piscine race that ventures from the ocean's black depths to hunt the creatures of the shallows and shore. Though they dwell in the deepest trenches of the ocean, Sahuagin view the entire aquatic realm as their kingdom, and the creatures in it as blood sport for their hunting parties. The self-styled rulers of Sahuagin ocean domains are massive mutant males that grow second sets of arms. They are terrible foes in battle, and all Sahuagin bow down before these powerful barons. Sahuagin worship the shark god Sekola. Only female Sahuagin are deemed worthy of channeling the god's power, and priestesses hold tremendous sway in Sahuagin communities. Sahuagin are driven into a frenzy by the smell of fresh blood. As worshippers of Sekola, they also have a special kinship with sharks, which they train as attack animals. Even untrained sharks recognize Sahuagin as allies and don't prey on them. The Sahuagin might control the oceans if not for the presence of their mortal enemies, the aquatic elves. Wars between the two races have raged for centuries across the coasts and seas of the world, disrupting maritime trade and drawing other races into the bloody conflict. So intense is Sahuagin hatred for the aquatic elves that the sea devils have adapted to combat their ancient foes. A Sahuagin born near enough to an aquatic elf community can enter the world as a Malentai, a Sahuagin that physically resembles an aquatic elf in every way. Sahuagin are prone to mutation, but whether this rare phenomenon is a result of the wars between the Sahuagin and the aquatic elves, or whether it preceded or even began the conflict, none can say. The Sahuagin put the Malentai to good use as spies and assassins in aquatic elf cities and the societies of other creatures that pose a threat to Sahuagin. The mere shadow of the Malentai threat incites paranoia and suspicion among aquatic elves, whose resilience is weakened as the prelude to an actual Sahuagin invasion.
Wait a minute, how do they do that? How do they weaken their resilience? Just
Spying
because
and
of their...
assassination. According to an account of the aftermath of a Sahuagin raid, there's a little quote in the margin. The village was empty, the seagulls were strangely quiet, and all we could hear was the surge of the sea.
Oh, boy.
They can breathe air and water, but need to be submerged at least every 4 hours to avoid suffocating, and can magically command any shark within 120 feet or using limited telepathy.
Wow.
They didn't have a picture.
Oh,
like picture books.
I don't know.
Pictures of monsters.
I don't think you'll like this picture.
Right?
Oh, man.
Oh, cool.
How do you spell that?
SAHUAGIN.
Whew.
So it is possible
I'd turn
that somebody
back
new
if I were you.
came to the village more recently that was a spy.
No one knew his coming.
They
The
just,
town master was very clear about that.
Yeah.
He said no
So-
one has arrived.
they're a small group. So it would just basically be that they are always on the lookout for boats and prey.
Maybe Sekola gave him some kind of word.
Wow.
Well, I'm wondering if maybe there was any else that came by
Nope.
of that kind.
Nope. So the only other place you can find that isn't a farmhouse with people shut up in it who aren't coming out
Right.
is the supply hut at the head of the trail. Nets, hooks, chains, rope, and other fishing supplies lie destroyed on the floor of this hut near the corpse of an old woman lying face down in a pool of dried blood. The town master mentioned that this was Manda Gutterpunch was the supply woman, and that the hewer was named Kalyana Negro,
Did we see him?
the headmaster.
The hewer.
The hewer,
Was he in the
no,
hut?
she was not.
Oh, she.
Nava Wave Crash was the priestess Phandalin, who was killed in the shrine. But Kalyana is not there.
Okay. So we got 2 more dead and 1 missing.
Yes. So, who wants to search the body? Make a medicine check.
Make a what?
Medicine check.
What's your
Oh,
modifier?
Maybe I should put my glasses on. They're hanging here. +7.
You make the check.
Okay.
I think a +7 versus a +1.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a good thing. I got 4.
Okay. So that's 11.
11.
Okay. You find the tip of a blade made of bone and a fatal wound in her stomach. Who wants to make a history check?
I think I'm +1. History. Let me double check.
I
Oh, I'm +0.
In history, I am
You should be higher.
+4.
Yeah.
17, 21.
Okay. You can tell it is of Sahagan make.
It's a what?
It is a
It is a
spot.
Sahagan blade.
Should we take it?
It's the tip.
Oh, it's just the tip of it.
It's
Oh,
the
okay.
tip of the blade
Oh,
was
it
broken
broke
off
off.
in her
Okay,
stomach
okay.
and it stabbed her.
Okay. Okay.
So,
I'd like to do a.
You want-
I'm curious as to whether or not the tip of the blade has any poison.
make an intelligence check. Just straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence with no.
Yeah.
17.
It is not poisoned.
Well, you know.
That's good to check. So we've pretty much checked all of the houses and so forth. Well, we still, I'm wondering if perhaps. I don't think.
You want to try and find one of the hidden entrances?
Yeah, we're still looking for those.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Oh, boy. Let's see here. Plus,
What is the modifier?
so about a 19 + 4.
You're able to track the Sahagan back to a hidden entrance.
I figured there'd be one.
Okay, so you guys come down here, find a tunnel,
Uh-huh.
and you're able to follow it into here.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Where's the entrance that we knew about? I mean,
Down
it's,
there.
Down there on the coast, right? Or
Yeah.
on the beach.
Down the beach.
Okay.
Do you guys want to enter this tunnel, or do you want to enter the southwest entrance?
Well, I would personally vote for, hopefully that would be a surprise.
this is the one that we followed them to get to, so we know they went in that way.
Yeah.
However, you do know that the fishermen went in the main entrance.
Mm-hmm. No, I was thinking in terms of where the foe is, rather than where
The hostages are.
a hostage. If they're
Right,
hostages,
they might be dead,
they don't
unfortunately.
seem. What we know of them doesn't indicate that they do a whole lot of
Right.
hostage taking rather than slaughtering.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So in we go. Quietly. Very quiet.
make a group stealth check.
What do we want?
Make stealth
Everybody
check.
rolls? Okay. Hey. Oh no, what happened?
I've got 10.
Hmm?
Is she at one?
No.
But she's made a little noise. You got 10, I got 19, and I get a plus 0, so it's 19.
Okay.
Why do I even bother sometimes?
Hmm?
Oh, I don't know why I bother sometimes. That's a plus 3 stealth. Plus 0 stealth, because I forgot to write that in when she got her new. Still, disadvantage gets her 3. Stealth check.
Why disadvantage?
Huh?
Why disadvantage?
Change.
Oh, right.
Unless at some point you get her something else that she can.
I wonder if there's something at Aubrey's shop that would calm
Jack
it down.
would probably have some. Jack might have something, but Aubrey probably won't.
Okay.
But it's more likely to find them in a traveling vendor
Oh, okay.
than on one of these.
Yeah.
Consistent shops.
Which was Jack's store?
He's the adventuring shop. He's the general store. Not likely to have armor, but a traveling vendor in the town
Might have
square
a
might have
sweater
some.
or something.
A
she
Jack
could
of all
wear.
things.
Wow. So that was a 9 for Victor, 3 for Lisbeth, and 24. No. What the? 20. Huh. 34 for Finn.
Can you spread some of that stealth
I'm
around?
You're 10 and you're
19.
19, okay.
But I don't get any advantage plus
34.
numbers or anything.
Oh, do we divide that by 5?
Um,
The total or what?
I'm just thinking
What's
through,
the-
like, if your successes outweigh your failures, it succeeds.
Well, our successes did outweigh our failures. Total number of numbers.
You know what the success is?
Finnan and me.
How do you know what else is a success?
Oh, I did. I
Right.
was hoping.
With a natural 20 on Finnan, I'll say you guys manage somehow to kind of scoot your way down the tunnel without too much ado. I will say you are granted a little bit of advantage by the fact that as you come through the tunnel, you hear a gurgling, hissing, snarling tongue in some kind of rhythmic chanting ahead of you.
That'll be the female. I'm wondering what kind of magic they have.
Yeah.
He didn't gonna tell us.
Oh yeah, dark vision. Okay.
It is dark in there.
Well, I don't want to cast any light, but I can see.
No, but
You and I have dark vision.
Right.
you have dark vision. You have dark vision. I don't remember if halflings have dark vision.
I was going to say, I think Simming does, but maybe I'm wrong.
I would expect them to because they're from the depths and there's not much light there.
That's fair. Let's see. Lightfoot halfling. It doesn't specify. So he doesn't.
Okay.
So Victor and Finnan are blind, more or less. Elizabeth has the goggles of night, so she's got those so she can see. She passes them off to Finnan for now. No, she doesn't. Alright. So, those of you who can see a circle of Sahuagin symbols drawn in blood around the bones of a giant shark, with several Sahuagin priestesses chanting around the bones. 6 Sahuagin priestesses are standing in a circle around it. 6 Sahuagin priestesses.
Standing in a circle.
6 Sahuagin priestesses standing in a circle. And they are
It's easy for him to say.
One second. They are chanting in this harsh, hissing, snarling tongue of Sahuagin. I don't think anyone here speaks Sahuagin.
I don't.
And I don't have the spell of tongues.
As you arrive, you see the bones beginning to move.
They're dead people bones?
No, the bones
Giant
of that
shark
shark.
bones.
Giant shark bones.
Are we gonna look?
We gotta stop the.
We've got to fight them.
We need to. So.
Your
only
fighter and your rogue are blind. What do you want to do?
Right, I was gonna say. Elizabeth's not blind.
I said your fighter and your rogue.
Okay.
One of your fighters at least.
Does do.
Which means they fight at disadvantage.
Or one
Does
of
Elizabeth have
or
bow?
one of us throws a light before that. Depending on the order of
Does
the...
Elizabeth have a bow?
She has javelins.
Oh, okay, so she could throw that. I was trying to think of something we could throw from the shadows that would surprise them. So if she didn't
Yeah.
have anything to throw, yeah, I think that's what we need to do. I mean, we're going to throw the. I'm going to throw my warhammer.
Alright.
Hugh, my.
That's a not real burnable. Rocks don't burn real well.
No.
And I can cast
So
light
if
on
I can
anything.
put that into the middle,
Oh, I see. Yes.
if I can, yeah, but I've got to be in front of them. If we got surprise for an initial
We do.
attack,
Sweet.
so even if I don't roll a high enough initiative, everybody else could let me go first.
Yeah. So. Roll for initiative.
Okay.
16. 5 for Elizabeth. Ooh.
17 for me.
23 for Finnan.
Yay, Finnan!
High deck's starting to come into its own.
Okay, so Finnan, Rangir, Victor, then Elizabeth and Edra, because I rolled a 4.
Alright.
Seems to be what I'm rolling today, is 4s and
My
19s.
initiative cards.
Do we
Alright.
want to have a fireball go off before anybody else attacks?
Sure.
Yeah.
Finnan will hold his action. What was Victor? 16?
16.
So Victor is 16.
Victor has to hold his action.
So
Oh, wait a
Finnan
minute.
and
I
Victor both
rolled
hold
a
their action.
15 plus. I didn't add on my 2, so it's
Yeah,
17.
you were
Okay.
above Victor.
So Finnan's going to hold his action until you launch a fireball. I need to double check and make sure that I actually got my people in here because I don't know if I put. Oh, thump! Did I forget to put these guys together? Oh crap! I forgot to put these guys together. Shoot!
Okay.
Pause for a
Oh
second.
crap!
Oh, that happens.
Oh crap! This is gonna be hard. I'm fly, I'm afraid, guys. What?
I can cut a section out if you want.
I need to know how much they can take before they.
2,
Uh,
maybe 3.
Very funny.
I just
They
put my
all
2
got
cents
a
in.
net 20 on getting their resistance. I mean, net 0.
That one.
Net 1 on their how much resistance you're going to have.
Oh, a natural 1 would be great if they would roll that, but I don't think they're going to all roll natural 1s.
Too bad I can't cast my telekinesis spell on the dice.
That would be good.
Might be considered cheating. If I can make it work in this world, nobody's going to complain.
Screw it. Oh, I like doing this. Serves me right for not getting this done in the first place. Oh, frick you. To those watching, I am extremely sorry about this. This is unfortunately part of what you get when you watch Goblin-Sighting D&D is me forgetting things. Probably gonna have to cut this combat short for part of it, but part of it.
Means they're tougher than.
almost done. Sorry about this, guys. Okay.
When we were getting.
Okay, I think I'm ready. So, as you cast your fireball
I'm about
into
to.
the chamber, everyone inside needs to stay steady.
And I'm just gonna do it at the normal 4. I mean normal 8, you know, the,
Yeah, level 3.
yeah.
8d6.
Yeah. So. 17. All 6s. 10. What did I say it was?
All level 6s.
Hmm?
You said all level 6s. Before that,
No, I
17.
meant what was my total?
17 before.
17, 27, and 8 is 35.
Okay. So, unless you guys, if you guys want to, I can try and put together a cavern real fast, but we can, or we can keep it in our heads.
Oh, we keep it in our heads.
Alright,
That's
so-
fine.
What's that?
We'll keep it in our heads.
So, you said 35?
Yes.
So, 1, 2, 3 of the priestesses are completely incinerated and are just kind of twitching faintly as the life oozes out of them.
Good show, Bean.
One of them is completely unharmed,
Ah, yes.
and 2 of them take 17 damage. Yes.
Does it affect the bones?
The giant shark also takes 17 points of damage. It does not appear particularly hurt by that, but not unduly affected either way. With that, Finn is going to take his Elda action to.
Do they have to get 16 in order to my spell save is 16,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah. So Finn is going to attack. That's a hit. Which,
Oh, I like that.
since
Yes.
they have not taken their turn in initiative yet, and are surprised,
This is going better and better. I like this.
he gets to assassinate.
Oh, yes.
He gets what?
Yes, he's assassinate.
You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn yet.
I am not. Including the shark.
In combat yet. In addition, any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit.
Yes.
So. 3, 4, 5, d6.
Ooh, baby.
Plus the d6 of his bow.
Yay, Finnan.
Oh, yes, please, and thank you.
He's our man.
Yeah, that's plus 5 piercing, so that's 6, 12, 17, 20.
Go after the one that had no damage.
No, he's shooting at the shark.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, he's like lizard, like not like fish monster, shark.
Yeah, okay. Good thinking.
He's looking at it going, shark go chomp. 61 points of damage.
Oh,
In addition to
my
the 17.
word. Yep.
Yeah.
I like it.
71, 78.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Finnan doesn't normally get to really get advantage
Oh
like
yeah,
this.
that was his time to shine right there.
Surprise
He's fine
and
on his
everything
his,
else.
Arrows.
Arrows, cool.
His arrows are fine. Oh, great smack. Victor is going to well, he's going to charge in because there's not unless you want him to stay back. Was the plan to fire and then run in, or stay back and snipe from the? Because he can't.
He's not going to destroy our surprise by running
Okay,
in.
so he's going to kind of.
Yeah, I think that the firewall may have done
He's going to
that.
come
Right.
running in because
Right.
he can't really shoot from inside the tunnel
Right.
without risking hitting people.
Right.
So he's going to charge the nearest Sahuagin priestess, who is unharmed.
Good. Take
He's
her
going to
down.
attack her.
Who's on HUD? Oh, he's attacking the one that is
Getting
on.
our priestess.
So that's a hit.
Surprise.
And he's got advantage too?
No, he's fighting with disadvantage. He's blind.
Oh, he can't see.
Still hit. 12 points of damage. Points of damage against her. And double check what maneuvers he has now. So I get tired of not using these things. Parry with constant push. And there's a sweep. I'll use a sweep attack.
He's
going-
using a sweep attack.
Victor is going to use a sweeping attack.
As opposed to.
So it's 12 points of damage against her. Her dragon weapons.
Same one?
Well, first it's the 12 points of damage against the priestess that was not harmed. Then he's going to. So hits for 4 points of damage.
Same one?
Different one. The
Different
next
one.
one over.
Okay.
That's the sweeping attack.
Gotcha.
You can-
Because it goes.
Make a secondary attack against a creature within 5 feet.
Yeah.
So
So
the
that's his first attack. For his second attack, he's going to attack with the big one again. It's a miss, but not a critical miss.
so what is, she has now got
That's
huh?
12 points of damage against the one that was uninjured.
But I thought Finnan.
Shot the heck out of those giant shark
Shark.
skulls.
Oh, okay, that's right.
So Lisbon's next.
Okay.
And she can see.
She can see, so she's going to come charging in and attack the same one that Victor just tried to hit. And she's going to hit for 14 points of damage. Yeah, with 23 to hit. You're gonna hit.
Yeah.
14 points of damage against that one. She's looking rough. She's gonna attack again. Yeah, that hits. And completely cleavers the priestess in two.
Excellent.
So there's now 2 left?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Plus
a
a shark.
shark.
And a giant shark.
Okay, that was the end of hers, right? So, I'm gonna, obviously, spiritual weapon. Should I go for the shark, do you think? Or one of the priestesses? I'm talking to the wizard over here. Because I'm going to be inflicting some significant damage, and I don't have any idea how much the shark has.
I would give the shark as much damage as we can. I'd rather overkill that.
Okay. Alright. So I'm going to do a level 3. No, a level 4 spiritual weapon. 20. Did you need something?
No, I'm just checking something really fast.
Okay.
Elizabeth is not a fighter subclass that's in the player's handbook, so I need to make sure.
Oh. So 16 plus 7, plus 8 for an attack, so that's 24 to hit the
Nice.
shark. Okay. And then 2d8. 1d8. Another d8. Okay, thank you so much.
It's easier if I just give her some out of the box. That one uses D8 now.
Hmm?
That's a D8.
That's what I was trying to verify.
I have 11 plus 8 is 19.
Points of damage?
Oh, I got 11 plus 8.
Wow.
Because
How
I
do
get
you-
2d8.
You rolled a...
6 and a 5. 6 plus 5 is 11.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Plus 8 is
Oh,
19.
I wasn't expressing disbelief, just disbelief.
So we're at 97 over, and I just do that one time. Someone could mind.
That's your bonus action.
Yep. So now I'm going to magic missile it.
We're going to finish this round of combat, roll in the Sahagan for initiative, and call it a night.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine.
Because it's 10
What
o'clock.
the time?
Oh, okay. So I want to magic
We've been
missile.
going at this for just about 2 hours,
Yeah.
including dinner break.
Right. Right. So
Oh, but-
I
No, you're allowed to cut the dinner
That's what I'm
break.
saying.
Oh.
he did.
We
Oh,
started
right,
at
sorry, quarter off.
7:45-ish.
Right. Wait about
Okay.
We took about 15 minutes for a dinner break. It's 10 o'clock now.
That's cool.
We've been down here for about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
So I'm
Time
going
flies when you're having fun.
to level 3. Is he looking rough? The shark? Is he looking?
He's hurt.
He's hurt. Oh.
No, I'm probably going to go with another fireball just because of him.
I'm just trying to think
At,
whether I want.
when we come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flambe him. I get
Okay.
more pretty.
Yeah, you are.
Good. 6 plus 7 is 13.
Okay.
That's 103.
Nope. It's 110. Okay, so that's me. Then I'm done.
I think Elizabeth's the only one left, right?
No, she went before I did because I got a 4. She got a 5. It was not.
Okay.
And you
not
already
my
rolled
best roll.
for...
Yeah, so I'm going to roll in the Sahagan really fast here.
And he's not going to tell us where they are.
No.
No.
Hmm?
You can hang out with I don't need it. You're just kind of co-opting all of my dice.
I am. I feel bad.
No, you don't. We'll just deal with this for now because I don't need them.
I don't know if
beg them off you
I've
when
got
you
your
want.
6s.
Oh, you thought you had all my 6s.
I've got as many as I want.
Yeah.
I only actually need 3.
sense.
Bring this down here. Okay. So, yeah, as you as you proceed with your spiritual weapon and your sacred flame, the moving bones suddenly sit up and prop themselves up on a pair of feet as the shark skeleton stands up. The remaining couple of priestesses, 2 priestesses, turn on you, snarling something in Sahagan, and not being particularly quiet about it. And down the cavern, this direction, down here,
Mm-hmm.
you can hear more sounds of Sahagan. And that is where we're going to end tonight's adventure. For everyone who joined us on this particular adventure, I apologize for my lack of prep on the Sahagan incursion. That was the one thing I did not get prepped today because I was busy doing some other things. And I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you did, go ahead and leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, make sure you've got your notifications turned on. Share it on social media so you can tell your friends about how great we are, or how bad we are, or how much fun we are to laugh at. And in the interim, stay warm, stay healthy, stay adventurous, and we'll catch you on the flip side.